Part 2 on the haunted houses that I lived in. This house was located too in Massachusetts. And I lived in this house, I would say from 18 to maybe 24, 25 years old. I was living with my sister and her husband, and I was taking care of my nephew that was about 2 years old. This is something else. But first I'll start with this. I just started dating this young man, and he was over, and we were on the couch in the living room talking all night. In the middle of the night, about 3:30 in the morning, we heard dishes crashing to the floor. We jumped up and we ran into the kitchen to find out what the heck was that, you know? And there was nothing on the floor, nothing around, nothing, but it sounded like a bunch of plates that just fell on the floor. That was one example in this house. The other was, one night I came home, and the way this apartment was set up, it was really set up, the layout was really weird. Off from the kitchen, I would have to go through my sister's bedroom to get to my bedroom. My bedroom was on the side of her bedroom. So I was trying to be quiet, not sneaking in, but trying to be considerate, and I didn't want to wake her up. So I just got into bed, sitting on the side of the bed actually, and I was about to get into the bed, and while I'm getting into the bed and getting my blankets all the way I want them, I'm gonna call it the thing, because I don't know what it was. So this thing came walking into my bedroom from my sister's room, bedroom, right? So it walks into my bedroom. I'm thinking, oh shoot, I woke up my sister. And I thought, well, maybe she was gonna say something to me. But then I realized this thing was a lot shorter than my sister, and actually it was walking with a limp, a really bad limp, and it was heading towards me. Talk about being scared. Then, so I really looked even more so, and I noticed the hair was very long. I would say down to the middle of your arm to your elbow, really long but frizzy, really a mess. And when I was noticing the length of the hair, I noticed it was covering the whole front of the face, so I couldn't see the face. Maybe it's just as well, but anyways, so that freaked me out, and I knew that wasn't my sister. So I finished getting in the bed, and I just flew myself back, and I brought the covers over my head. I was so scared because the last thing I was seeing, it was walking towards me. It was like, the rooms are very small there, so when you walked into my room, right away, it's only enough room to walk on the side of the bed to get into the bed, but then and then you didn't have much space from the end of my bed to stand there, right? So it was heading over towards me. So I freaked. So like I said, I threw the covers over my head, and all I could hear, which was scary by itself, all I could hear was my heart going boom, 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 like that. And I was sweating, I was hot, but I was frozen. I couldn't move, and I'm just hearing my heart going boom, boom, boom. I was so terrified. And then finally, after, it felt like forever, but I'm sure it was only a couple, like a minute or a couple seconds or something. But anyways, I was brave enough where I was able to move. So I took the covers away from my head to see if it was still standing there. And thank God it was gone. But I'll tell you something, I'll never forget that incident at all. That thing was so scary. I don't know what the heck it was, but yeah, it was really scary. And then another thing too that happened in that house, that my sister found this little necklace. It looked like it belonged to a child, a young girl or something, with a cross on it. And she found it in the living room on the rug one day. So she asked me if it was mine, and I said no, I never saw it before. So every time if somebody came over, like our neighbors, our friends, cousins, whoever came over, we would ask because it really bothered us, wondering where did this come from. It looked like it should have belonged to like a 7-year-old or something like that, and I was like 18, 19 years old at the time, so it definitely wasn't mine. But anyways, so every time somebody came over, everybody said no, it didn't belong to them. They never saw it before. So my sister would put it in this drawer in the kitchen. We had little drawers above this kitchen sink, and she would put it in there, right? Wait until somebody else came over, and then we would ask. But it's so weird because it happened like 2-3 times where the next morning she would get up and she would find it back on the living room rug. And this happened like 3-4 times, somewhere around that many times. And then suddenly it just disappeared. We never saw it again. So I don't know what it was, but, who it belonged to or whatever. And then, let's see. Oh, and then, so this apartment was a bunch of apartments into this one house, right? So there was an apartment on the other side. It was like a studio. It was just with a kitchen in a bedroom, and a bathroom, that's it. So when I was 18, I moved over there and I rented that place. And then one time I heard this voice and it was so freaking loud. And it said Christian, just like that. And I jumped and it woke me right up. And then I looked over, and in my doorway from my bedroom to my kitchen, I saw this spirit that was so white. And till this day, I think it was an angel, and it was kneeling on its knees, and it looked like it was praying, and it was facing the kitchen. That scared the crap out of me. I told my mother about it, but yeah, I mean, it scared me because I didn't expect it, but I wasn't terrified, you know what I mean? Because I felt like it was an angel. So I don't know what that meant. I don't know. But anyways, so that happened in that house too. And some knocking happened, stuff like that. But that house wasn't as haunted as the one that we lived in when I was younger, that I did a video just recently on that one, part 1. But this one was haunted too. I'll never forget that thing that walked into my bedroom, swear to God. Oh my God, that freaked me out. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed these stories, and I'm really curious if you ever lived in a haunted house and what was your experience. Was it anything like the ones I experienced? But anyways, I hope you have a beautiful day, and please sleep well tonight. Bye-bye. Thanks.